Inside Grand Prix News is presented by Allianz.
Hello and welcome to the Inside Grand Prix News. After Jenson Button's victory on Sunday, we show you the latest news from the F1 scene.
In only the second rain-affected race ever at the Hungaroring, Jenson Button topped the podium in his 200th Grand Prix. A nice bit of déjà vu, as he also got the first win of his career here in 2006. Nevertheless, a full 100 points still separate him from Sebastian Vettel.
We've got to keep pushing, getting the best results we can now and pulling as many points back as we can.
At Toro Rosso, there were also happy faces. In the team's 100th Grand Prix, both drivers made it into the points. Sebastian Buemi in 8th and teammate Jaime Alguersuari in 10th. And yet another milestone at the Hungarian Grand Prix, Nico Rosberg celebrated his 100th Formula One start, finishing 9th, however, not his best result.
I
really had an excellent start.
Als Vierter dann da zu sein nach ein paar Runden. Ja, und letztendlich, ich meine, dann war es schade.
I was in 4th place after a few laps. It's a pity to be only 9th. 7th place would have been good. Next time maybe. But it's definitely cool to go on holidays now. I'm going to have fun, for sure. I hope to get better results in Spa and Monza.
Hoffentlich in Spa und Monza wieder angreifen und besser dastehen werden, wie jetzt hier in Ungarn.
For Inside Grand Prix, the number of the weekend was 88. That's how many pit stops there were in Hungary, more than at any other race this season. The teams thus had plenty to keep them busy ahead of the summer break that now begins. And Sebastian Vettel is going into that, well, almost as world champion already. 85 points ahead of teammate Webber. Red Bull still dominate the team standings too, 103 points clear of McLaren Mercedes. Good reason for celebrations at probably the biggest Formula One party of the weekend away from the Hungaroring. In Sebastian Vettel's hometown of Heppenheim, thousands of fans were delighted by their idol's second place. Even TV channel RTL were broadcasting live from Heppenheim, with Niki Lauda as commentator. A party with a real world champion feel.
Get now more information from our Inside Grand Prix expert.
Team loyalty. Kamui Kobayashi and Sergio Perez will continue to drive for Sauber in 2012, the team's management has now confirmed. A good choice, as Kobayashi is up in the top half of the table in only his second season, and Perez is to date this year's best newcomer. We're convinced of this driver's talent, and we know that he's got everything you need to be successful in Formula One. Summer break in Formula One. No racing and certainly no testing. In 2012, however, testing during the season could be allowed again, namely ahead of the European Grand Prix. Not just an opportunity for engineers, but also for new recruits to get a lap or two under their belts. One man already testing himself is Mark Webber, who aims to spend part of the summer break in France. Not to laze around, but to put himself through the ringer. Cycling up to the famous Tour de France mountain stage finish atop Alpe d'Huez. Webber will have a French cycling guide with him too, 4 times Formula One world champion Alain Prost.
That's all for today. Have a nice week and see you next time at the Inside Grand Prix News. Bye-bye.
Inside Grand Prix News was presented by Allianz.